Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you the Daily SPY report for Friday, February 11th, 2022. Before we look at the charts, I just want to ask you to please click like each and every time you watch the Daily SPY report. It helps us a great deal in being noticed on YouTube, being found on YouTube when others search for SPY analysis, S&P 500. And subscribing to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel will provide you notification when any new content has been uploaded to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. That includes the Daily SPY report. Let's take a look at the charts. You can see here, and this is a chart you're probably quite familiar with if you've been watching the Daily SPY report for the last, month or so, especially the last week and a half. We've been sort of caught in this wedge between that former long-term support at 445.88, then became long-term resistance when we settled below it, and now that we're back above it, I'm just sort of taking it one day at a time, really not assuming bullish continuation into March trade until or unless we close above 459.36. This despite the fact that we actually managed to get back up and over that 445.88 formation. And I'll just remind you once again that the triple Q is still well below its long-term support, now resistance at 376.96. It still remains heavy into March trade, still in reach of 328.21 over the weeks ahead. I don't know if it will actually test 328.21. You'd have to watch the daily triple Q report actually for that. I do have downward pivot points and such for the triple Q, but the point I'm really making here is, we're not out of the woods yet with regard to the sell-off, and all we need is a settlement below. Well, let's talk about that actually right now. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit, and you can see this wedge, 445.88 to 459.36. Now, I almost made 445.88 a one-star minor point today in deference to a very short-term channel structure today at 443.59. But I'm still calling it a range. So I'm just saying if you're an aggressive day traders or a day trader, have at 445.88. If you're looking for a spot to buy and you're looking for optimal price support, that could play out into the later part of next week, where once we test 443.59, we could rally back into the upper 450s. Well, it is 443.59. And 443.59 is also an aggressive downward pivot point into next week, and I think under the circumstances, into later February and early March. If we do close today below 443.59, I think we could fall into that low 400 area, $4 area, 400 area, I guess, over the next few weeks, 3 to 5 weeks or so. Let's take a look at the support and resistance here. Once again, the green line. Thank you very much. I forget who gave that suggestion, but it's a good one. The green horizontal line represents roughly where we settled. We closed right around that 449.32, but I put the line just below it. So that is kind of where we are as of Thursday's close. And you got the 445.88 long-term channel bottom that's backed up by that really a short-term horizontal channel bottom at 443.59. This is really, a 2-point range of support, a little bit better than that could contain selling through next week. And from here, yes, we can rally back into the upper 450s again over the next 3 to 5 days. If we break 443.59 today, 435.03 is in reach today. And if we settle today below 443.59, I think that puts us back on our heels as we continue through the rest of February. 431.24, then considered a 3 to 5 day objective over the next couple of weeks. 420.76, the move low that was placed in January, and there is a new descending channel bottom. Ta-da! At 408.77. That is dropping ever so gradually and will, over the next week or two, converge with that long-term support at 400.70. So, bottom line here is, if we close today below 443.59, no good reason to be long if your time frame is 2 to 3 weeks out, 3 to 5 weeks out, because I think this market becomes highly susceptible to continuing south into the low 400 area over that time frame. But until then, we are in a zone that you could bottom pick through next week. And from here, we can rally back into the 459.36 area. Let's take a look at the upside today, support and resistance. 452.54 can contain initial buying, and if we happen to push or open above it, we could reach 458.43 intraday with this kind of volatility. But holding below 452.54, I do think that 443.59 to 45.88 area is likely today. Once again, pushing or opening above 452.54 would allow 458.43 to 59.36 intraday. And that is really just the convergence of two channel formations. One is the former channel bottom, and another is a descending channel top. They all come together between 58.43 and 59.36. If tested, can contain buying through next week. From there, we could fall back into the mid 440s again. As I think I said a week and a half ago, we could trade inside this zone for a week or more, and that has transpired. But if we did close above 459.36, I think the writing is on the wall. We've got a good, not only February low, but a good Q1 low. We should then continue on up and retest that 479.88 high within probably 2 to 3 weeks, and I think, and then some. The mid 490s right now has a very long-term trend line that we tested in September and again in November and December, and I think it would be in reach again over the next month or two if we were to close today above 459.36. I think that pretty much summarizes it. I mean, if you're an aggressive swing trader, you can still sort of play ping pong here between 443.59 and 459.36. Those are the extremes, but be careful. I think the market is skewed to the downside. I say that ever so cautiously because it can always surprise you. We could get some positive news, or crude oil will sell off significantly, alleviating inflationary concerns, and we could close above 459.36, and then we're into an aggressive buy mode as we continue into March trade. But until then, careful with that settlement below 443.59 because it could tip the scale south as we move into March trade, and that 401 area not out of the question as we move into early March trade. I think that pretty much covers it for Friday's Daily SPY Report. I'll be back on Sunday afternoon for Monday's Daily SPY Report. I appreciate you watching. Please click like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you on Sunday. You have a great weekend.